Good morning, everybody. You know what? I was just sitting and thinking about how long we have been doing these lives. I want to say that we started these lives back in February of last year. I know that's when we started doing the newsletters, and it has been a very, very eventful last year. And I have seen just exponential growth in some things. And so I am excited about what we're going to talk about today. I say that every week, don't I? But it's or every time I come live, but it's okay. I am really, really enjoying doing these lives. And what we're going to talk about today continues our series on structure and strategy. And we're going to talk about method and methodology. And so I want you to just ponder for a minute. What methods are you putting into place that will take you one step closer to the life that you desire? And we always think about business. We always think about setting goals for business. We always think about all of those things as they relate to business. However, I want you to think about the life that you truly, really desire. Don't you know that it takes really almost the same amount of energy to set those goals in your life as it does in your business? And so that's why I'm really excited to talk about method and methodology today. So, you first need to establish in your life what you want your life to look like. Now, I have been a business owner for many, many years. I'm not a serial entrepreneur, but I've been in the nonprofit business space for almost 14 years. And I have done a lot of things in this space that that help to benefit other people. But I also have some expectations for myself as well. In addition to wanting other people to live better lives, I want to also live a great life. I also want to live a good life. And so I have to set goals in place for my family, for myself, for my businesses, so that they can continue to run when I'm not there for my businesses, and so that I have the life that I desire. So today I'm going to talk about 5 principles for implementing methods for success in your life. And so I'm going to put on these little peepers right here that can help me. The first thing you want to do is set specific goals and create a plan for achievement. Now, there's a saying that a goal without a plan is just a dream. And so, or vision without a plan is just a dream. You can have the most wonderful um, vacation in your mind. But if you don't set a plan on number one, how am I going to get there? Am I going to take a train, a plane, or a bus? Am I going to, when am I going to purchase the tickets? How am I going to purchase the tickets? My family and I are planning for our family reunion in June, which is in Dallas, Texas. And some of you all may know that we have a relatively, what I consider a large family. And so I have 4 children, plus my son-in-law, plus my grandbaby. And all of us have a desire to go to the family reunion. So in addition to the 6 of us original, my son-in-law and my grandbaby makes 8. Well, we can't just decide we're going to go to a family reunion and not know whether we want to do a nice little road trip. And even if we do a road trip, what vehicles are we going to use? Are we going to use our personal vehicles? Are we going to rent a vehicle? Are we going to rent a van? Are we going to rent an RV? How are we going to do that? If we decide, nope, we don't want to take that long drive, we want to get there quicker. So then that means researching airlines, researching tickets, researching departure dates and return dates. All of those things go into planning for your life. And so that's just the travel situation is just one method of planning or setting a goal. The point is you have to set a goal. Once we get to Dallas, well, my cousins have been very strategic with booking a block of rooms for us. So Just because they book the block don't mean that everybody's going to show up. So I still need to make contact with the hotel and say, I need 3 rooms. Here's my credit card to hold the rooms and all of those other things. And then I have to make sure that we have the plan set to get there at the time that our rooms will be available. Then there are the activities. Again, you can plan in your mind the most wonderful vacation, business event, conference, or whatever it is that you desire for your life to look like, but you still have to have the plans and the step-by-step instructions on how to execute those plans. So the number one principle for, and not necessarily in priority order, but the number one principle for implementing methods for success in your life is set specific goals and create a plan to achieve them. The second thing, now you know I'm always going to get something in there about self-care because self-care is my jam. I talk about, think about, plan self-care every day. So prioritize self-care and relaxation. That way you will reduce stress and promote overall well-being by establishing healthy habits or healthy patterns such as regular exercise, healthy eating, and getting enough sleep. You know, it's so interesting as I talk about health and as I talk about wellness, people often neglect the importance of getting enough sleep. When we start talking about losing weight, one thing that I found out when I was on my fitness, when I was actively on my fitness journey, that the amount of sleep that you get can be directly tied to the amount of weight that you eliminate. And I said, what? Wait a minute. Then I started thinking, well, maybe it's tied to if I stay up late, I'll eat too many snacks, or I'll eat the wrong snack, or I'll eat and go straight to sleep. Mm-mm. Your body is crafted in such a way that the mechanisms that are within your body and your metabolism are directly connected to your sleep. Did you know that waking up in the morning and eating a healthy breakfast is directly associated with number one, the amount of energy that you will have during the day, the speed of your metabolism, and a number of other things. That's why the first meal of the day is called breakfast. It's called break your fast. You have been fasting all night, unless you're a sleepwalker and eat in your sleep. There is a condition such as that. But you're fasting your body all night so that you're resting your internal organs, you're resting your digestive system, and you're preparing your body to eliminate all of those unnecessary things that you've put in the day before. And so when you wake up in the morning and the first meal of the day is called breakfast because you're breaking the fast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day because it fuels your energy, it gets your energy started, and all of those things that you need in order to make it during the day. Regular exercise as well. When I had an Apple Watch, my Apple Watch, if I'm working and I'm in a grind and I'm really focused, I would get this buzz at 10 minutes to the hour, every hour that I had that watch on my arm. And it would say time to move. And it would remind me that every hour I need to get up from my desk or from my seat and I need to move. I need to walk outside my office, walk to the other end of the building, walk into the conference, or walk outside just to move for about 1 or 2 up to 5 minutes. Very, very important. And then number 3, develop a positive mindset and outlook on life by being grateful and by staying present and appreciative for your life. Now, sometimes we get challenged with being grateful. When things are not operating the way we expect them to operate, or things are not being done the way we expect them to be done, sometimes it's a challenge to be grateful. In the spirit of transparency, I said to my husband this morning, I said, you know what, honey? I apologize if I don't seem as grateful as I should sing, because you're an amazing protector, provider, and priest in our household. And I just wanted you to know that I appreciate it. And that was like my moment of vulnerability, because I didn't feel like I had been expressing my gratitude to him the way I should. He is amazing every single day. And I should always take the time to say thank you. He tells me every day how thankful he is to be married to me. He tells me how thankful he is. And that's just one area of gratitude. And I mentioned that one because it's like smack dab in my face, because that was my reality this morning. But I'm grateful for everything, not just tangible things. I'm grateful for a body that's fully functional. Yes, at my age, my body reminds me every morning that it have a certain number of years on it. But guess what? I can still get out of the bed and have the activity of my limbs, have the activity of my legs, my hands, my arm, my voice. I'm breathing. I'm grateful. Do I have $1 million in the bank? No. Do I have $1,000 in the bank? No. Do I need it? Yes. But that's not here nor there. I'm alive and I have a new opportunity to make everything happen that I need to happen. And so I am very, very grateful. So develop a positive mindset and outlook on life. Every day that you wake up on this side of the ground is a new opportunity. Be grateful for it. Number 4, learn to manage your time effectively. Now, we hear a lot of times people talk about time management, time management, time management. I don't manage my time, I manage my priorities. And the reason why I developed this mindset some years ago is because we all have the same 24 hours in the day. And we have to manage what we do in that day. Now, as a business owner, and even when I was an employee, I had very high priorities in some things. If I let those things sit to the side, those priorities would not get done. Therefore, things that are important and needs that are important would not get met. And so every day I take the opportunity to prioritize my time. What are the most important things that I need to get done today? And I write those things down in order of importance. Now, I'm a geek, I'm a nerd. I get so excited, but I have a cup on my bookshelf that have pens and highlighters in all different colors. I'm just a geek that way. I am a pen connoisseur. I'm a pen nerdy. Okay. And so nothing brings me greater joy than to see yellow, pink, blue, purple, whatever color highlighter I choose to grab. Nothing brings me greater joy than to see those things to do highlighted and having gotten to the end of that list of priorities with everything done. But guess what? I don't beat myself up if I don't get everything done in a day. That's why I prioritize them. Those things that are most important goes at the top of the list. Those things are second that are moderately important goes at the middle part of the list. And those things that can become the next day's priority go at the bottom of those lists. And then I reprioritize the next day. So make sure that you manage your top priorities, which ultimately manages your time. Make sure that you manage your priorities and your time effectively. And last but not least, this is so important. Take consistent action. Make sure that you're consistent in everything that you do. You cannot develop healthy patterns or habits if you're not consistent. When I was on a daily workout plan, I made it a point of every morning, 7 days a week, at 7 o'clock in the morning, getting up in the morning, putting on my workout clothes, brushing my teeth, but even before I wash my face, and I would hit my workout regimen. I developed a consistent pattern of doing those things so that it would become something that was in the course of my regimen. Now, spirit of transparency, you know, I'm always going to tell on myself first. Whenever my schedule changes, sometimes those habits have to be, or those patterns have to be reestablished, because when your patterns change, or when your habits change, or when your schedule change, you have to quickly find a new time to put those things into your schedule. Very, very important. Take consistent action by continuously educating yourself and seeking personal and professional growth opportunities. All of those things need consistency. And so, those are my 5 principles for implementing methods of success in your life. Set specific goals, prioritize self care and relaxation, develop a positive mindset and outlook on life, learn to manage your time and your priorities effectively, and take consistent actions. Now, I appreciate those things, and I am one that can help you get those things done. If you're having difficulties establishing a method for success in your life, go to my website, www.rubyepowell.com, and schedule a 30-minute consultation with me. I can help you to set those priorities and implement those strategies in your life. The consultation is free. There is no obligation. Now, my friends who are also in business and who are coaches, they always say, Ruby, you give too much during the consultation. You know why? Because I desire to see people live a healthy, purpose-driven life. And so if I can give you some nuggets, even during that consultation, that can help you to live a purpose-driven life, to live the life that you are destined to live, what does it cost me? Doesn't cost me anything but some gratification and joy, but it costs you a lifetime of setting your priorities straight. Do I have programs that I can offer you? Yes, I have a 12-week basic coaching program that have benefited so many people, and I do have a few spots available right now. So go to www.rubyepowell.com and schedule your free consultation. I'm Dr. Ruby Powell, and I'll see you in 2 weeks with Dr. Ruby Says.